You guys, I pressed go live and I don't have my tea, and now I just feel like I need to start over. Just kidding. Let's just go for it. Good morning, Sunshine. As you jump on, say good morning, Sunshine. Hashtag GMS. Let's talk about holiday stress. If my fast talking doesn't stress you out, then I mean, I don't know. I think that you're good to go. You can stand all things. Don't forget, you can slow down the speed of the video if you want to. When you jump on, say good morning, Sunshine. Share with me something that you're grateful for, right? Opening our heart up to gratitude on a regular basis so that we can bring in more positivity and perspective in life. And now let's talk about the holidays. 'Tis the season, right? 'Tis the season for joy, for love, for kindness, or 'tis the season for stress and comparison and overindulging, and I don't even know. What's your season look like? I'm just gonna give you a couple like very fast tips to make this holiday season go maybe a little smoother than others have. The last ones are pretty much the best ones, so just stay for that. The first ones are quick, okay? Number one, like try to maintain some sort of healthy routine. Like still sleep at night if you can, because when you're off your game, then everything just seems to be more stressful. You guys know what I'm saying? So like eat protein for breakfast, like don't indulge because it's the holidays, but like just don't go ham. Remember to like still move, get some movement in, maybe a little walk, brisk walk, some abs, dance class. That's what I do these days, right? So some sort of movement, like stay healthy, right? Number two, try to check something off if you can the first 30 minutes in the morning. If you're just like, holy shit, it's December 5th and I forgot to start any of my shopping and I have 4 children. Oh my gosh. Oh, also I'm doing this function, there's like all these different things. And you're like, what do I do, right? Just schedule even 15 minutes in the morning. Okay, in 15 minutes in the morning, I'm going to set my timer and I'm going to hammer out some things. I'm going to put together my holiday invite. I'm going to go ahead and go on Amazon and grab a couple things. And I'm going to look up Christmas family pajamas if that's your thing, whatever, right? So knock things out just in little chunks. Maybe you're gonna wrap presents for like 10 minutes in the morning instead of waiting until Christmas Eve and then not sleeping because you have to wrap everything. Don't tell the kids, okay? That could be it. Okay, so block some time out. That's number 2. Number 3, you guys, it's okay to say no. It's okay to have holiday boundaries. You can't go to every single function. I know. I mean, man, do I know? We all know, right? So we all know. And then also in the holiday season, we pile on my birthday, my mom's birthday, my mom's anniversary. Like it's just, we have even more functions going on. It's okay to say no. You can't, and I know you have FOMO. You're going to be exactly where you're supposed to be. It's also okay to like say no and set some emotional boundaries, and not torture yourself and be around people that maybe are not good for your space. You're like, but I always go to this cookie decorating thing with these people, but they always bring me down. I leave like just then maybe no, you're busy that day, right? So I'm your biggest fan. Hey, Natasha. I'm like, what is this? I don't ever look at my messages while I'm reading, but there we are. Okay, so that was number 3. It's okay to say no. Number 4. I wrote them on my wall over here, so I didn't forget. Pick your own family traditions instead of trying to do other people's family traditions. I don't know about you guys, but like sometimes I watch other people on social media, and I've actually stopped doing this a long time ago, but I think that we all are guilty of it from time to time. And we're like, oh, I should probably be doing that. Like, look at the way they elf on the shelf. My kids are just not going to even know what the elf is. Actually, I saw a great video about somebody telling their daughter, they're like, well, the elf is here to make sure you're being, they watch over you, to tell Santa and report back if you're being naughty or nice. And she's like, you're good, you're nice, so you don't need an elf, right? So you don't have to compare. I have a friend who does this incredible, beautiful, like 12 days of Christmas leading up to the holidays. And I'm like, it stresses me out just to think about. Do your traditions. Don't try to pick up other people's because that are just going to stress you out more. Right? Now, if you want to add something in that looks enticing and it's worth the effort, then there you go. But focus on being yourself, which leads me to number 5, which is the biggest one of them all. Don't compare. Don't compare this holiday season, right? There is no keeping up with the Joneses in a true happy form. You don't need to do the things their way. And I look at this of just like worrying about, it goes into our 4 agreements, worrying about what other people think about us, right? My home needs to look a certain way for the holidays. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be a certain level of decorated. It doesn't have to be a certain level of clean when people come over. I mean, it's Christmas morning. Your kids just destroyed everything, opening up presents. Like, it is what it is. Right? Don't compare in terms of like, oh, I've got to make the perfect dish. Like, right, everything's got to be like, you know, you're trying to impress. Just be you. Do you. Don't compare when you look at giving gifts. Christmas and the holidays are not about breaking your bank. They're not about stressing you out so much that you're trying to figure out how to afford the season, right? And if you can ditch that, I really do feel like it's the biggest piece, because now you remove so many of the things that you were stressed about. Instead, this is a bonus one, number 6, tips to avoid the holiday stress. You guys remember what the season's about. What is the season about? It's about giving your kindness, giving your love, not giving a Tiffany's necklace. It's about giving yourself, right? And kindness is free. So perhaps if we could focus this holiday season on, instead of the mass quantities of stuff and impression and comparison, and instead focus on a mass quantity of smiles and kindness to the people that you pass on your day-to-day life, right? That might mean letters. Maybe this year you just do, you know, a heartfelt letter to the people in your life of what you feel about them. It might mean an extra cheerful smile when you grab your coffee this morning. It might mean bringing your coworker their favorite candy that cost you $1.25. Like, so, like little things like that, right? So just connection with other people and kindness. I really do think that can support you guys in your holiday stress. If you're stressed, just take a deep breath. It's going to be okay, right? You don't want to just wait for these to be over. You want to be in it and you want to be enjoying them. And I can tell you from a mom who's last year, I think right now we were just prepping to go to see our specialist in Texas. This is right when Witten was vomiting an uncontrollable amount. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen. I need to share more about that because, man, it was just nuts. We were not even thinking about functions. We were trying to figure out how to avoid humans for the holidays, to this year, right? This season, the season that I get to be in now, and just enjoy the presence of getting to be together, because that's truthfully what it's about. And I know we hear it all the time, but just that was a good reminder, because perspective does reveal miracles, you guys. I have to go call Batman now. I'll tell you more about that later, but he hit me up before this video because Witten's gonna go shopping with him. So guys, talk about it later. Love y'all. Bye.